Let justice roll down like water, righteousness like a mighty stream. For our grandsons and granddaughters, remember to remember the dream. Welcome to Songs and Stories from Home, as we continue to remember the dream. This week, the bombing of the 16th Avenue Baptist Church and the violent murders of Addie Mae Collins, Cynthia Wesley, Carole Robertson, and Denise McNair. This country has a history of bombing and burning black churches, of violence against houses of worship and those that call such places home. Newsreel footage of nighttime Ku Klux Klan meetings appears incomplete without images of crosses set ablaze. It's not enough to make up a lie about where the first black president was born. We have to question what he believes, because it's somehow okay to say out loud, we believe he looks more like a Muslim than a Christian. In 2015, when President Obama spoke in Charleston at the Emmanuel AME Church after the basement assassinations there, he quoted the writer Marilyn Robertson about a reservoir of goodness beyond and of another kind, that we are able to do each other in the ordinary cause of things. Obama went on to repeat those words, reservoir of goodness, saying if we can find that grace, anything is possible. If we can tap into that grace, everything can change. Amazing grace, he said. And then he began to sing. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. And the congregation rose as one to join him. In an interview in Time magazine in 2018, Marilyn Robertson proclaimed she wants to live in a country where the basic rights of everyone are simply acknowledged as part of the life of the whole country. She went on to say it's against her religion to think otherwise. Our country's having a moment where we are deciding if we can discover together a reservoir of goodness, if we are together going to help bend the arc of the moral universe toward justice. We are having a moment. Let justice roll down like water, righteousness like a mighty stream. For our grandsons and granddaughters, remember to remember the dream. The bomb went off on September 15th, 1963, at the 16th Avenue Baptist Church in Birmingham, and 4 girls getting ready for Sunday services were killed. Carole, Denise, McNair, Addie Mae Collins, Carole Robertson, Cynthia Wesley. I've heard that saying someone's name aloud can be a way of keeping them alive inside us. I choose to believe it's true. There's a sculpture of the 4 girls at the entrance of Kelly Ingram Park. At the base of the sculpture, the title of the sermon that was going to be preached that day: Love that Forgives. The FBI concluded the bombing had been committed by 4 known Klansmen. There were no prosecutions until years later. Justice delayed. The perpetrators shall remain nameless here. In our visit to the church, I took time and studied the stained glass window known as the Wales window, created after the explosion by a Welshman, John Petts, whose idea was to create something for the church from the people of Wales. He shared his idea with a newspaper editor, David Cole, who made a front-page appeal for funds, and donations were capped at 2 6 about 20 cents, so everyone in Wales might take part in the giving. Money raised, the window installed, dedicated. The image is of a black Christ, formed in glass, the right hand pushing away hatred and injustice, the left offering forgiveness. There's a rainbow representing diversity. 5 words spelled out. You do it to me, based on Matthew 25:40. Truly I say to you, as you did it to me, did it to one of the least of my brothers, you did it to me. Carolyn McKinstry spent time with us during our visit. She was there the day of the bombings. She knew the girls. She explained after the bombing, she gave her testimony, and then she didn't talk about it for 20 years, staying in a very dark place, emerging, she said, knowing that hate is easier to organize than understanding, that hate and love cannot occupy the same space, that we cannot teach what we do not love, and that we don't need to ask what the world needs. We need to ask what makes us come alive. Because the world needs people who are alive. As we prepared to leave the church, we formed a circle. And together we sang this song. The picture of the girls projected on the wall behind us. Precious Lord, take my hand. Lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, take me home.